Hey there, welcome to this edition of Real or Rumor.
Hi everyone.
I was just telling Amy she's such a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, thank you.
I've been out of the office for a couple of weeks playing nurse to my mom, who recently had total knee replacement surgery. Yeah.
That's something.
We're braced for the worst, but I tell you what, she's doing great. Yeah. And of course I credit how great she's doing to the great care she got from me.
Well, sure, that's right. Yes, because I'm sure she didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Well,
but it was a nice couple weeks with her. She did a really great surgery. Was great. Yep. And she's getting her staples out as we speak, and therapy's going great. But yeah, being away for a couple of weeks, away from home, away from work, away from normal. It was nice to get dressed up today. You know, I've been wearing like running suits, sweats.
You mentioned that we said
no jewelry.
Like, oh, I'm like all dressed up.
My mom even said to me one day, she goes, "It's so funny to see you without your jewelry on." And I'm like, I know, I'm not going anywhere. You're the only one. You can't dress up for me. And I'm like, please.
It's like, Mom, I love you. But,
when you sleep, I sleep, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, she's doing great.
Well, I was glad to see on Facebook that it sounded like the surgery went really well.
It did.
And now you guys call her the Bionic Woman.
We do. We call her the Bionic Woman with that new titanium knee she's got. It's the most interesting thing too. You know, they say it's a new knee. She can't hurt it. She needs to get on it and get going. And by God, she has. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah. Well,
so proud of her. She's done so well.
And there's been, you know, and it just seems like recently there have been a lot of people who've had hip replacement surgeries and knee replacement surgeries, and it's a life changer.
Yeah,
so I'm excited for her because I know she was kind of holding out for a little bit.
Yeah, she was. She waited until it got as bad as it can get, and it did. But she's got goals. You know, she's ready to golf in the spring, and you know we do Vegas every Christmas. She's ready for that.
I know. The last time you guys went, you couldn't. Yeah, she had a tough time getting around.
She did, no more.
All right. So hang on, Vegas. They're coming.
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Too exciting. All right. So we're gonna go to a different level of construction today.
Okay.
Besides
nice segue. Very good.
I just thought of that. I thought I would share.
Yeah.
So we're going from knee reconstruction to a little bit of road construction.
Yes. What? There's road construction in Greeley? What?
Go figure. Okay, so here's our rumor for today.
Okay.
There's been a lot of construction on 10th Street in Greeley between 23rd and 28th Avenues. Does that sound familiar to you?
It does, just a little.
Just a little. We've heard, or I've heard, that the work on 10th Street is never going to end. That's what I heard.
That's funny. LOL.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's never ending.
No, it is. That is funny, but no, it's a complete rumor. There is an end in sight.
Good.
The improvements in this area are being phased in.
Okay.
So construction, you know, unfortunately, is going to take a couple of months or a couple of years. I'm sorry, a couple of. Yeah, we've been in it a couple of months.
Well, yeah.
A couple of years to complete.
Oh.
So that's the unfortunate part. But you know, for the most part, I just hear people, they're just kind of getting used to it and they just slow down and things are going pretty well.
Yeah, well,
you know, I think just excited to see that kind of activity and those kinds of improvements.
Yeah, well, I was glad to see that. I mean, you could tell they're trying to keep the traffic flowing and have at least that one lane open so that people can get where they need to be. Just have to take a few more minutes.
Yeah, and it won't take forever. Well, we promise.
That's good. You just told me it wouldn't take forever, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's for sure going to be worth it. Okay. It's all going to be worth it. You know, that 10th Street corridor, it's one of the oldest commercial districts in the city of Greeley, and it's also one of our most heavily traveled. Yeah. And so, you know, that first impression people get, you know, in a heavily trafficked, high traffic area.
It could be heavily trafficked.
Certainly necessitates some improvements.
Yeah.
So there are several factors that sort of pushed this project up on the city's list of priorities. Those being motorist safety, of course, pedestrian access and safety. Yeah. That traffic flow, and then of course entryway appearance, as we mentioned. Yeah. And if you're anywhere like around McDonald's, KFC. Oh yeah. Those kinds of improvements are just so evident. Yeah. I know they're not completely done, but you
already see it. Yeah, just they've got some of the sidewalks in. You can see where the landscaping will kind of go, and there's some curbing in there. And already that it just feels.
It does.
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm too close to them or something. And I'm sure it goes the other way.
The flow is what I've noticed. The flow is better, even though it's a cone zone. Just the flow is so much better.
A good thing. Well, and you were talking about that's one of the oldest kind of little business districts through there. I mean, I have to say, when we moved here, that I really noticed that. I was like, where are the sidewalks? And everything seems so close. I'm like, why did they let that
well,
happen?
you know, back in the 50s and 60s when that area was initially developed, you know, sidewalks and business access, that sort of stuff just wasn't really regulated. So it was sort of built sort of in a helter-skelter kind of approach, without those kinds of things in mind, you know, without really thinking about pedestrian access and so forth. But other improvements are going to include new mediums, not mediums, medians.
Channeling through. Medians.
Turn lanes.
Okay, yeah.
Fewer business driveways like we talked about in that area there.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
You know, just really with the whole idea of keeping people safer and allowing that better traffic flow.
Well, and I mentioned a little bit before, you can kind of see where the landscaping will go. I'm assuming that's coming, but I'm also kind of guessing they're going to
they are going to hold
I
off
don't
on
think
that.
you want to plant things
Not
right
now.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
okay,
the first phase of construction for this area is going to be wrapping up, you know, in October.
Okay. Oh,
and
great.
It's not a really great idea to be planting at that time. So instead, that's all going to be kind of put on hold till spring.
Oh, okay.
Probably April
So they're going to just kind of clean things up and have it in place and ready to go in the spring, and then we'll
for the next phase when
the
everything
goodies.
kicks back up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
So my assumption is then that if that's the case, then maybe we're kind of nearing phase 1, maybe.
Yes.
And then so things are kind of quiet down.
I think and I think the big next sort of push and focus is going to be a little further east at the 23rd Avenue Triangle.
Oh, I always called it the pork chop.
The pork chop.
The pork chop. It's kind of shaped like the triangle.
Like a pork
that
chop.
will be really nice.
Yeah.
That will be nice to see.
So that's
going to
be improved with landscaping and some public art features and that sort of stuff.
Ooh,
so
I'm looking forward to that.
Again, another big improvement to our entryway.
Yeah, and I don't think people always think of that as an entryway area. Yeah. But it really truly is. You know, that 23rd is just kind of this. I don't know. It just is an entryway that when it's one of those projects that you know we're trying to improve those entryway areas as we've seen in different areas. I keep saying areas.
Areas.
So anyway,
how many times can I say areas?
Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad to know there is end in sight eventually.
Eventually.
And I will remind myself, viewers, to be patient as we go through there. And obviously, to keep everybody safe. We don't want to be having any unnecessary accidents and that, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
I know, me too. Just maybe consider other routes in the meantime, or if you know, I mean, obviously there's construction going on all around town. Lots of stuff going on, which is good.
Oh my gosh.
But if you can't find another route, just go slow, leave a little earlier, and just have a little patience, and we'll get through it together.
We'll get through it together.
Yes,
well, it'll be good. Well, great. It's a good update.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that we were that close to kind of seeing the stopping point for now.
Yes.
So great. Well, thank you for that.
Insight. You bet.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this time here on Real or Rumor. And as always, if you want to catch some more editions of Real or Rumor, you can watch us right here on GTVA and also on YouTube. So until then, I'm Amy Freeland.
I'm Cheryl Aragon.
We'll see you then.